Yo, what the deal? This is T Money, and you are now watching the T Money Podcast joint featuring Sierra Ross. Right now, we have a replacement for Sierra Ross today. It's my girl, Stax Cordero, because Sierra Ross is not here. Peace out to Sierra. Hope you're doing well out there, homegirl. I mean, everything's cool with you. You cool with me. I'm cool with you. We chilling, you know what I'm saying? But don't holler at your boy right now. But yo, Stax Cordero in the building. What is the deal, Stax? Holla at your boy, man.
What's going on,
Welcome to the T Money Podcast joint. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here. Definitely honored to be here. And Sierra, I've watched you, girl, and you do your thing.
Yeah, but Sierra is official tissue.
Of course she
you know
is.
What I mean?
I'm giving her her props. Flowers.
Yeah, she's out there in Houston doing her thing.
If I'm in your house, I have to respect you, so I'm giving you your props.
I'm quite sure you're gonna do your job.
Yes, I am.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna make you proud.
And hold this up for us. You know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
before we get into our guest for the
Okay.
day. Let's talk a little about what you're doing. I know you put out a book. You know, you have your rap career has been something is noteworthy. So talk to the audience a little about yourself and what you're doing with your radio show and everything else. And you know, let everybody know where they can find you and
Okay.
you know what I mean. And
Okay, cool. So I am Stax Cordero, and I've had the pleasure of working with T Money on multiple projects. One of them being hip hop, right? So in hip hop, I've had the pleasure of opening up for a bunch of artists, and hoping to put out some music later this year. One of the songs is going to be Do the Staxy, which is a nice little two-step song that I have. And so that should be a lot of fun. You can catch that. Well, you know, there'll be info on that later if you follow the page, which is at Stax Cordero. That's the Instagram. You can pretty much find out all about me. I've journaled my ventures, my personal life, everything in entertainment, in a memoir entitled I Am Relentless.
so let me ask you a question about your book. Am I in the book?
I believe that you're in a book.
I gotta think about that. Listen, go check out her book. Anybody who reads it, let me know what she says about me because you know we might have beef. I don't really
never
know.
had beef.
You know, but really, she's a very talented
We've
woman.
never had beef.
And definitely follow her on Instagram. And your radio show is on what platform?
It's on Scratch Vision. That's DJ Scratch's platform.
Oh yeah, peace out to DJ Scratch.
For sure.
Yep, no doubt.
Yeah, it's the Air It Out show on Scratch Vision radio, and it comes on Saturdays from 1 to 2.
Okay, no doubt,
Check
man.
that out, and also go to Tubi and check out I Am Relentless.
Okay.
So it's the memoir. It's the movie,
Yep.
and the one woman show will be coming back in March of 2025.
Man, you're doing
for
a lot
Women's
of
Month.
things, man. How do you find time to sleep? Like who sleeps, right? So anyway, yo, Stax, salute to you, man. But today we have a very, very special guest.
Yes.
You know, and you know, for those who actually follow us, I mean, our great followers, you know that the reason why I created this platform is to like talk to you guys in regards to the history of this music. And today, this is my words to everything. As a young guy DJing, this guy made one of the records I played till I wore the grooves out. It's my man right now, straight from the Bronx, New York. T-Ski Valley in the building. Salute to T-Ski.
Yeah.
Salute to T-Ski in the building. What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm happy you're here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So how's it been going for you, man? How's everything, man? Listen, we're gonna go back in a minute to early, I guess late 70s, 80s, how you got your start. But I wanted to always talk to you and let you know that me and you share the same Tyrone name, which is a real ill. Because not too many Tyrones out there.
Yeah.
So I want to say first salute you because his first name is Tyrone. I don't even think he wants me to blow that up, but I just blew it up.
But you just did. No one knows my name was Tyrone until you just told.
That's what the world needs to
So,
know right now. But it's all good, brother.
Thanks anyway.
They don't salute to you. So talk to me about the Bronx and how you got your start. And
the Bronx is like I said, my name is Tyrone. I was raised in the Valley, in the Northeast
in
Bronx.
the Valley,
Northeast Bronx. When I left out the Northeast Bronx, they had a crew where I grew up at in the Valley called the Come Off Crew. It was Timmy Hall, Johnny G, and KBJ.
This is around what year was this around? Like
77, 76, something like that. And they were hot. They were hot. You know what I'm saying? They played in the Stardust Ballroom. They played a lot of good spots, and they were good. Timmy Hall. They used to have, but before we had this MC style, they had a thing called baritone. You know, they're like, if you don't rock with me, you don't rock at all.
Oh, that's the rhyme style. Yeah.
The rhyme, so it was baritone. So Timmy Hall was a baritone rapper. Excuse me, baritone MC.
That's crazy. I never heard of it actually discussed in that tone.
Yeah.
Like you rapping in baritone, but you always hear it.
He was
you know,
always
not the ball, did the
baritone.
ball, but ding, ding, ding.
Right.
And so-
That makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah, he
Right.
did it.
Right.
Love Bug did that too, but
Right.
he did it in baritone, but it was later.
Right.
I'm saying, but Love Bug did it. He did it, but KBJ and Timmy Hall did baritone. Cool Kyle did baritone.
Oh, Cool Kyle. Respect the Cool Kyle.
the Star Child. They did baritone. They said like, they had that deep voice that like, I want to say Frankie Crocker type.
Oh, Frankie Crocker. Yeah,
You know what I'm
Chief
saying?
Rocker.
So they had that baritone type voice, and that's what made them big back then. I mean, I used to like them,
Right.
but I didn't idolize them.
Right.
My idols back then, who I tried to be like,
Yeah, talk to me about your influences. Let us know.
my influences was Love Bug Starsky and Hollywood, because they used to DJ and MC at the same time. And they used to get all the girls.
Yeah, well, that's primarily why a lot of us got started, right? To get the girls and get it.
You could be an MC, but if you could DJ and MC, you raise your ball.
Yeah, you the man. You got it
Yeah,
all.
of course, you know
You got
what
it
I'm saying?
all, right?
I tried that. Couldn't do it.
Well, it takes a special skill. You know.
I ain't have it.
It takes a special
I
skill,
ain't have
brother.
the skill.
You
I had the skill.
Not too many of us could do it. I couldn't do it either. So
I couldn't do it. I couldn't be hitting the turntable, and I couldn't do it.
So these guys influenced you. So you started rapping. How old were you when you started?
Oh, when I first started, I was 15.
You were 15 years old. Oh, okay.
1976.
So where did the name T-Ski Valley come from?
T-Ski. You gonna put me on the spot.
Okay, there you go.
T-Ski is like this. T.
We know where the T come from.
Yeah, we know the
Where did
T.
T come from?
Your first name, ain't it?
Tyrone.
Right.
S. Sensation.
Oh.
K. Coolest in the nation. I. Inspiration.
Okay. It's an acronym. I didn't
No
know.
doubt.
Right,
No
here we
doubt.
go.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I just didn't come out and say I was T-Ski Valley.
Right.
And, you know, because back then you had Kumo D. You know, you couldn't come out with T-Ski White Plains Road where I lived at.
Right.
So you had to come out with something that was catchy.
I don't think that would have worked. White Plains Road. That wouldn't have been. T-Ski White Plains. This is T-Ski White Plains Road. We're doing my thing right here. No, I don't think that would have worked. But T-Ski Valley is official. That's official.
Yeah, I like
the
it.
Valley.
Yeah, exactly.
And the
Where I
acronym.
came from.
You represented
Fact.
everybody.
You understand? When I lived in the Valley, Co-op City wasn't even built then.
That's that's
I
a
watched
fact.
Co-op City
76?
being-
No, it wasn't built then.
No, not 76.
Oh,
The 60s.
Oh.
Co-op City was called Freedom Land. It was an amusement park.
what?
Oh,
This is crazy. Hold on.
Wow.
Co-op City was an amusement park, and if you was black,
Right.
you couldn't get on the rides. You could work there.
But you couldn't get on the ride.
You couldn't get on the
And
ride.
what year was this? 66?
No, this is in 66, 68, 67.
Wow.
Look it up.
That's crazy.
That's not me talking.
Wow, that's
Freedom
crazy
Land.
right there.
Freedom Land was
What's
Co-op
free
City.
about that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
There's no freedom. That's facts.
If you was black,
No freedom there.
if you was black, you couldn't get on the rides. You could work there, but you couldn't ride. You couldn't get on the merry-go-round. Nothing.
Like the Cotton Club, you can work there, but you can't participate and watch. And,
Can't do that.
nah,
Wow.
that's
That was
crazy.
Freedom Land.
Right.
I watched that grow up in the '60s. Oh, T, you was too young to know. I watched Co-op City grow up. You can't tell me nothing. I don't care what you say about what I'm doing. I watched it grow up. Had I had a cell phone like these kids have today,
Watch yourself.
I'd have it on tape.
Yeah.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Some there's pictures.
You gotta
somewhere,
understand. When I went to school, I had to be bused to school that they turned over the bus where we was going. My principal was prejudiced. She didn't want us there. They turned over, they had the group called the White Angels back then.
Who are the White Angels? Tell us a little about that.
A little bit about the White Angels. I don't know too much about them, but the White Angels was a white group, something like the Aryan Brotherhood.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right?
Right.
In my school, I went to PS 97. Anybody who went to PS 97, you could look up. They went to just Google who went to PS 97. They traumatized us.
wow.
I was a crossing guard. I don't know if you was a crossing guard back in
No,
the day. You used to
I
have
wasn't. I never
you used to have
was.
the little white strap going
Little
across,
sash,
and you used to cross the kids.
Yeah.
The White Angels grabbed me one day and said, "You like Michael Jackson?" I said, "No." I told them, "No, I don't like Michael Jackson." They said, "You lying," and beat me up.
Oh, wow. Just because you said no?
I said, "No."
But what kind of? That's a whole
Let me tell you
different. That's a
something.
whole different form of
Let me tell you,
bullying.
if this goes out on your line,
Yeah, it is.
people gonna call in and tell you like, "T telling the truth." I remember
Wow,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Mace Avenue.
So how old were you as a crossing guard? Were you like a teenager?
9.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
9.
And they just start beating you up for nothing.
Yeah, they beat me up. Yeah, they grabbed you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because these guys, a kid, you 9 years old, a kid 14, he's like damn near adult to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when he tell you he gonna punch you in your face, you believe what he gonna say.
This is very true. Yeah.
And then when he told me, do I like Michael Jackson? I told him, no, I don't like Michael Jackson. You lying.
He just wanted to hit you anyway. So
Right.
it doesn't matter what you would have said. You would have got hit regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You know what I'm saying?
that's crazy.
So you look up the White Angels. The White Angels, Mesa Avenue.
So let's take it back to the fact that you were. So when did you actually started rapping at 15?
No, I never MCing.
Okay. Well, sorry. Let's
I have to-
get the
I have to-
terminology correct. So you
Right.
started MCing, Master of Ceremonies, at 15 years old, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So now from there, where do we go as it relates to you and getting your record deal, putting out these hit
Well,
records?
I
Because
never
you had great records, bro. So
I never had a record deal because I owned the record label.
oh,
So I never got a deal because I owned the label.
Nice.
What happened was, in '76, I got with Hurt.
How did that dynamic start too? By the way, I heard. So talk to the people about how you met
Hurt,
her.
I hope you listen to this.
Salute
And
to Cool Herc,
Herc,
man.
I want you to watch this Herc and say, yes, he's telling the truth. Herc walked up to me one day in school. Herc was a grown-ass man. 1976. He came up to me and said, give out these flyers. He gave me some paper flyers like, what? And I flexed on him.
Oh,
He's
wow,
like,
bad
Hey,
business.
give out these flyers. Like, what? I ain't giving out no flyers. Then they looked. He had to say nothing else. He just looked at me. I was like, how long before I have to give them out? I gave him
Respect.
every fly he gave.
Ooh.
He gave me the flyers and said, Herc, something at T Connection, Cindy, something. I gave them flyers out. And me and Herc also became friends from then. I was only 15. You understand? I'm going to a club at 15 where they sell alcohol where I'm not supposed to be. You understand? I don't know how old you are, but we went to clubs we weren't supposed to be at. Zodiac, all these clubs, we went there and we were youngins. We went there. I was on punishment every week.
You can
My mother go like,
you can get away with going into the clubs back then at a certain age.
my mother said, you go out another night, you're on punishment. Like, shit, I'm going to be on punishment.
Because I'm hanging out.
I'm out.
I'm out. What?
I'm out.
That's
And
crazy.
that's why I went. And Herc used to threaten me, not really threaten me. He was like, I don't say threaten, but he was real aggressive with what he said to me. And Imperial JC wasn't down with him then. It was a guy named Tony D. Tony D was the DJ, Clark Kent, and you had Sweet and Sour. You know? So he was like, oh yeah. And then, I'm going to give you a little money for this, but you got to understand, back then, you made $3 off of guys on a flyer. If you brought the flyer, and $2 off of ladies. So how much money was you really making?
Nothing. Zero.
You wasn't making nothing.
So it just blew my mind right now. You just told me that you own the label.
Yeah.
I own a Grand Room.
Yeah, Grand Groove.
I blew it up. Yeah.
So that's something I didn't know. That's part of the reason why I do these shows.
Right.
That's something I didn't
I
know.
own Grand Groove.
So talk to me about how that was it you and Herc or just you?
No. What happened was, I had a dude named Brad Osborne who owned a label called Clock Tower Records.
Mm-hmm.
It was all reggae. I used to go by Brad's record shop. I said, "Yo, Brad,
Oh, okay.
I could do this rap."
That's how you linked up with Brad.
Brad.
Okay.
I said, "I could do this MC thing." You're like, Brad used to go like this to me, like, and this in Jamaican means F off.
Get out of here.
When they go like this, they're like, it means F off.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I can do this. So he's like, oh, no. He used to do this to me all the time. So I used to get pissed.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, so one day Brad said, I went by his job, knocking on the glass in the record shop. He goes, and actually his name wasn't Brad. Brad stands for Brothers Record Audio Den.
So his
people
name
don't
was
know
an
that.
Right.
acronym.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So people don't know that. So they be like, oh, you don't know Brad. This is, I know. Brothers Record Audio Den, his name was Glenn Osborne. That's what his name.
Oh, Glenn. Okay.
His name was Glenn.
Right.
So when I went there, he got tired of me knocking on the glass.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I got a job for you.
Oh, he put you to work.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I'm gonna do some hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go in the studio, like, go in the basement and start cleaning up these records.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He put me in the basement, and I was like, oh,
It's better than passing out flyers, though, right? It costs. It pays you more. Oh no. Oh.
no, I rather pass out fly
Oh.
because I was in the hip hop game.
Oh yeah, it was fast.
With Brad.
Right. You was just working.
I was reggae.
Now you was work. Oh, okay.
I'm in reggae now.
Right.
I know Johnny Clark. I know Linville Thompson. I know all the reggae. They're like,
But that's a whole nother
not
vibe.
Jamaican.
That's a whole
Right.
nother vibe, right?
yeah,
right.
I don't know. I'm not Jamaican.
I got it.
So when they go, Jamaican people just come by me and shoot gun, pop, 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 like, oh, you're frightened, huh? I'm not frightened. I'm not frightened. Because I'm not used to nobody popping guns near me. So being young, I'm like, I'm not scared of you.
Right.
I don't know nothing about guns.
Right.
And if you threatening me, you wrong because my father was a cop. All I got to do is call daddy.
Right.
Daddy can put a cap in your ass.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm like, like Ika Mouse and
Ika
Yellow
Mouse, yeah,
Mouse.
Yellow Mouse, Yellow Man.
Yellow Man.
Yellow
Oh,
Man.
they come try to threaten me. And you call them today, they tell you like, oh yeah, remember T-Ski? Yeah. They don't say, not that youth there, that Yankee boy. He wasn't frightened, you know.
Yeah, right.
The Yankee boy wasn't frightened. I wasn't frightened. I'm like, they shoot gun. I'm like, I didn't flinch. I was like, yo, daddy, this Ross Clyde bomb boy try to do some Ross Clyde shit to me. It's like, my daddy like, they take care of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I ain't scared of them.
So you clean the basement. And you
Clean the
did
basement.
and you did what my man Brad said,
I did
right?
what he said, and then I came back a year later. Yo, I can do this. So we in the studio. We had Blinky Bryce, Wayne Bradway. Wayne Bradway wrote all the songs for Anita Baker. You're My Angel.
Oh,
He wrote
really?
all that.
Nice.
That's cool.
You know, they used to have cards. You know, you go to the studio, they had cards of like engineers for hire. So I picked these dudes out, and I got these guys together. We was called a circle of friends. Kashif, Melba Moore, all of us, we was a circle of friends. So, so as I'm doing Just For, I'm like, when we finished, I'm like, can you do a song like Heartbeat? Because Tanya Gardner was hot. Down the hall, for me, they was doing Mystique, Push in the Bush. Then they had on the other side of my studio, they had Fonda Ray doing Over Like a Fat.
Wow, a lot of hit records,
Nice.
man. A lot
In
of
the
hit
studio.
records. Right.
I went to a white studio. Me, being black, I don't deal with black people too much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't fuck with them. Excuse me, this is a package. I don't mess with them too much.
Okay.
So we did that, and then as they started playing Catch the Beat, the bands are playing, I started emceeing to it. As I'm emceeing to it, I mess up some words. I like, if you listen to Catch the Beat, I said it's the G-R-A, the end of D, the G-R-O, the V-D. I spell Grand Grove. I didn't spell Grand Grove. I messed up words.
Trivia.
I messed up words.
Grand
The
Grove.
TVA needed to be- I messed up words. So when I realized I messed up words, like, leave it. It got a magic to it. Just leave it. So I left it.
Mm-hmm.
Song came out. It was hot.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me ask you this: you're in the studio amongst everybody that is making like iconic music, because these songs, everyone says, there's that one song. You're gonna only have to make like one song, maybe even two songs if you're lucky, and this song will pay you for the rest of your life. How did it feel when your song came out and you first heard it like in a club? How did that feel to you? And everybody's like with it, they dancing, and
Well,
like,
you
what did that
understand
feel
that,
like to you?
because you don't know if your song's a hit. I'm on 42nd Street.
Not when it leaves the studio, you don't know it's a hit.
No, I'm
way.
saying in the
I'm talking about
club.
when it
My
came
song
out.
took
Yeah.
a year. It took a year.
It took a year?
It took a year. My song was out in 80.
Mm-hmm.
It took 81. And the only reason my song hit is because Mr. Magic broke it.
There you go.
Salute.
Mr. Magic broke my song.
R.I.P. to Mr.
But
Magic.
I was down in the streets like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm out here in the street with records. I got hookers on the side of me trying to help me sell my stuff.
Well, listen,
Eighth
they
Ave- I'm on
listen.
8th Avenue.
They selling and people are buying. They might as well sell some music too.
You understand?
It just makes
I'm
sense.
down on 40. I'm on 42nd Street, 8th Avenue, 43rd Street, and 41st Street. I got Chinese hookers. I got all kind of hookers out there. Like, yo,
I can't.
I'm telling you the truth.
That's facts. That's facts.
That's what they had. They had the Music Factory.
Oh,
Big Stan.
Yeah, I know
back
about
down there.
that.
I'm out here. Stan was even open. I'm out here with records on a cart. They're like, the girl's like, "Are you gonna sell some hookers?" Telling me it's gonna happen.
Right.
I got hookers out here
Right.
telling me it's gonna work.
Oh, they
Why?
got faith in you.
Exactly.
That's a good look.
Well, guess what? I was out too early because I was young.
Right.
And why am I down here at 42nd Street at 7 o'clock in the morning?
Oh.
That's when
Ain't no
42nd Street
crossover.
was tough. That's when it was tough down there.
I used to go watching Bruce Lee movies down there. That's
Facts.
the movies. You know what I'm saying?
We all did. Trust me.
flick.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the
like,
flicks.
but so after that,
So 81, Magic dropped it, right?
I dropped it after 81. Mr. Magic brung it out. Mr. Magic brung it out because what happened is I had the record shop with Brad, and I said, Mr. Magic, I'll give you some money to play it.
Oh, you started that.
I ain't started. No, Frankie Carter started
Okay.
that. So you ain't got to mute me. Frankie Carter started that. But Magic said, I can't take no money from you to play your song.
Good.
What you need to do is get a commercial for the record shop and put the music underneath the record shop ad. So I did that. So when I did that, nothing happened. So what I had to do is go out to everybody in my neighborhood and give out dimes, because the phone was a dime back then. Give out dimes. Call and say, yo, what's the name of that song? Everybody who called and said, what was the name of that song? I gave them $1. So Magic's like, yo, that song blowing up. So they had to play it.
Boom.
So then when they got played, it was all good.
Wow.
So I'm like, damn. I'm in there. Magic's like, oh, yeah, but Magic was my man. That's before Juice Crew, any of that stuff. Any of that stuff.
That song, that's in 81. I was in high school, by the way, and that song was it when I was in high school, bro. Yeah, and let me tell you something. And mobile DJs, a lot of mobile DJs played that song, and you heard it in the streets of the city, and you definitely heard it on Mr. Magic, right?
Of course.
So it became a big deal. So once you started hearing it quite frequently, because then commercial radio picked up on the song. So how did things? I mean, and you own the label, so how did things change for you?
Well,
at that
things
point?
changed for
I mean,
me
I'm quite
when,
sure you weren't with the hookers because you didn't want to be.
things changed when
You were with the
when
hookers.
they had WKTU was out back then. In New
Oh
York.
yeah, that's right.
92.
Yeah,
92.
you had a white lady named Mary Thomas.
I remember.
I
her.
didn't know
yeah.
she was white.
Yeah, she was.
We was
white.
at the Skate Key. She said, "I'm gonna bring up T-Ski Valley. I'm Mary Thomas." I looked out like, goddamn, she look like Sigourney Weaver or some shit. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I'm like, yo, so
Loving
it
hip-hop.
was a big thing. You know what I mean? So my thing was like, she told me, get your passport. You're going to Germany.
Love it.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, so I went to my mom, like, I didn't know what a passport was.
How much was a passport at that time?
Oh yeah. Right.
$59. I had to
Wow.
go to
They
Rock-
want 200 more right now.
No, I went to Rockefeller Center and got my passport.
I remember.
Yeah, I remember
what
that.
happened
I had to
over
go
there.
to Rockefeller
That's where I got my first one
Yeah.
at the building with
That
the
long
guy.
line. The line is forever.
So it's like, oh, Maritime was like, yo, you going to Germany? Like, get a passport. Like, what the fuck she talking about?
Yeah,
Get a
they're talking
passport.
crazy, right?
So I'm like, I ain't get no passport. So I missed the first shows in Europe.
And you were
And
doing
then-
the shows by yourself, or you were with other groups?
No, by myself. I got rid of my group back then.
Oh, okay.
So after I finally got my passport, I went to Europe, and I started playing. I started messing with Jeffrey Osborne, who I just reconnected with 2 years ago.
Nice.
Me and Jeffrey ain't seen each other since 80 something. And me and Jeffrey just got together. I'm like, Jeff, I still got the Jeffrey Osborne shirt. I mean, it's like this, not like a halter top. Yeah, it's like that shit's like this. Yeah. But me and Jeff see each other back in Pennsylvania. Jeff is a good dude. I played with a lot of good people. I met a lot of good people. The whole thing what I like about what I did back then is that I learned a lot. I grew up more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's like I was flying back and forth to New York and Germany.
And you grew up.
Yeah,
You probably grew up pretty fast too. Doing
I
that.
did. I
Right.
did. But I got out of the game because when my son was born, I didn't want to be flying back and forth. So I was like, listen, I don't want to do this no more. So I was like, I need to raise my son. He's like, oh, no, T, you can do this. You can raise it. No, I'm not doing
And this is after you had the first song. So what? So
Yeah,
how-
after my first song, I had my child. I gave it up.
Right.
I gave it up. And I just said, let me raise my son. And then 11 months after that, she was pregnant again. I damn near passed out. I was like, I was woozy. I was like, damn, like I was smoking. I was like, oh my God. What you mean you pregnant? Like, so I raised my two kids. And when they got to the age of 15, I took it back upon myself to go back out there.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, but I had to raise my kids first.
Of course,
You know,
man.
because I didn't want to be a deadbeat parent, and plus, I like my baby mom any goddamn way. So.
Okay.
Oh, well, speaking of which,
what?
your song "Never Let Go" was like a really pretty vivid picture of what was happening then and now. How
Right.
does that make you feel that you painted a picture that is still relevant today?
You learned the words to that song.
Yeah, I was
because
I was paying attention.
yeah, because "Never Let Go" is a Frankie Beverly song. Before
I let go, yeah.
All right. If you, a lot of people you don't know that Frankie Beverly was in between his girlfriend and his wife, and he didn't know if he wanted to let his wife go or stay with his girlfriend. So I fed up for that, and the whole thing is when you do certain things, you have to do research. You know, I just don't just be saying things to be saying things. I research things. You know what I mean? My father was a singer. My uncle was a singer. My father was one of the Cadillacs. They sang Speedo.
Oh, really?
Nice.
That's my dad now.
Okay,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
so this comes from somewhere.
Right.
Right,
Of course.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You just you didn't hop out the bed and be like, oh,
Right.
I want
It
to
was
do
in
music.
you already.
Right.
Right. So the whole thing is, when you do things, you have to research anything you do. You have to research. Same thing today. Kamala Harris and Trump. You got to research. Trump says a lot of things that ain't true. Kamala Harris might say things that ain't true. But you have to research. In order to put them in their place, you have to research what's going on. And that's what I did. I researched. And I love what I did. And now I have a guy like, I work with Peter Guns. I'm working with Dave East.
Nice.
But the whole thing is, I mean, they're like, oh, T, let's do this. Like, I really don't want to do it because if it's not from the heart, let's not do it. Because the whole thing is, Davies is bigger than me. Davies is bigger than me. Peter Guns is bigger than me. If I come out with a song with Peter Guns, like, oh, Peter, we got a song to do, we got a show to do up in Westchester, we go like, I ain't coming. So why should I keep making songs that I can't perform with these guys? I'm wasting my time.
Right.
Give me a remote and a PlayStation. That's what I do.
Okay.
Give me a remote PlayStation. I mean, if you want to really do it, let's be true to it.
Right.
I'm not saying Peter won't do it,
Yeah.
but I know that they not. You know what I'm saying? I know Jada Kiss, beautiful dude, beautiful lyricist. You know,
You should know everybody because you wanted to. Because you helped to create the platform for what it is today. So the respect is there. So obviously, yeah, they're gonna want your voice to be a part of something.
Listen, you called and told me by Jeff Ray. That's mine. I didn't even know he came out with it. I'm in the movie theater, and I see Holly Berry dancing off my song. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I had to sit there till the credits came. And they gave me credits in the movie.
There you go.
They had
But they
to.
didn't give me no money.
Oh, hold on.
Well,
now.
they should have gave you your publishing. You own that.
I
Right?
got that.
Okay, of
I
course.
got it later.
Of course
Okay.
you did. Of course you did.
And that
J-Lo.
came very nice.
Look
yeah.
up J-Lo. You called and told me. J-Lo's the only one that came say, Tim, I'm using your music. Here, take that check.
Boom.
I ain't got no problem with
They
it.
handle your
Big
business. They handle
respect
their
to you,
business.
J-Lo.
Will I Am. Oh, yeah, this ain't your song. Me and
Oh.
Will I Am, we got to fight. Look at the song. Over. We had to fight. Prince Marky D, Swing My Way.
Swing My Way. Yeah, I know that's your song.
That's my song.
No question. Rest in peace to Prince Marky D. Salute.
Parents don't understand.
Will Smith. Will Smith.
That's
yeah.
my shit. The Dynamic 3, Request Line. That's my stuff. I got 120 samples. And every time you come on my song, why do I have to fight with you? All you gotta do is say, hey, T, can I use this? I be like, yo, go ahead, use it. I don't need no money. Give me some points.
Right.
But they don't want to do that. They want me to go in the ring like I'm Mayweather or Tyson. I got to fight with you all the time. If you want me to fight with you, I'm going to hit you for everything that you have.
Right.
I went with Kanye West and Rihanna, all these lights. Kanye, I'm broke. Not yet. Not yet. You don't give me my money, you will be.
Oh, that's right. At least on that song, right? At least on that song.
And that's a really big song
You know
too.
what I mean?
So when I heard all these lights, I went to my lawyer, oh, yo, Kanye's using my light. My lawyer's like, hey, he's Jewish. She's like, calm down.
Flashing lights, right?
Yeah.
It's flashing
All these lights.
All these lights, right.
My lawyer said, calm down.
You'll get it. Don't worry. Let them use it.
said, "You got
Let it sell. Let it sell.
He
Let it
said,
sell.
yeah, he said-
Let it sell.
Exactly.
Let it sell.
He's like, let it get its
That's
status.
how you do that. That's how you do
Yeah.
that. You
Let
got,
it get its status first.
yeah, let it go platinum.
let
Then
it
you go.
age.
Then you go get the
Then
money.
Let it age.
Right. That's how that works.
But I
Wow.
know,
Right.
being a young black man, I'm like, no, I'm going to get him right now. I'm ready to go to Chicago. You know what I mean? Like, fire FBG duck and cash on yo.
Right.
Let's get him. We're like, no.
Man, you know, man. One thing about you, let me tell you something. That's why it's just I love what I do. So, and having people like you on is amazing. I mean, because to be quite honest with you, more than half the things you mentioned to me, I knew nothing about. You know, all I know, I did do my research, but you know, some of that stuff is not well documented. You understand? But there's something else that I want to mention that people just don't understand. That you also have other talents, like you play guitar. Yeah.
I play guitar and keyboard.
Yeah, which is amazing, and a lot of artists who especially rappers, don't have those type of skills.
Well, you gotta understand. I was with well, not really. I was with the BBQ band
Oh, okay.
on the beat.
Yeah.
You know, are you ready? No, it's on
On the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Perry for that, my boy.
Everybody's on the beat.
Hey.
And then
that was
All
it. That was a
hits.
New York staple right there.
All
That was,
hits.
that was
you
a-
gotta understand.
yeah.
I was with Tyrone Thomas and the whole darn family. We made 7 minutes of phone. Boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom, boom.
Hey.
Yeah, so
Who played
I was with them.
who played the bass line on that?
That's Parrish. He's
That's
from
right.
Palm City.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you gotta understand.
Yeah, that's right.
I was with Nanal Deshent when we did hot music. Doom, 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 hot. Doom, doom, doom. So I was with all these people,
Right.
So I ran with a lot of people, but
Wow.
I don't brag.
Were you trained to play guitar, or did you learn?
No, I had
just
to
listen.
I had to look. When I went to school to play guitar, They gave me a folk guitar. They gave me that old ugly ass guitar.
Oh, acoustic. Yeah.
I wanted the Eddie Kendrick
Right,
joint.
right, yeah, electric
I mean,
guitar, yeah.
Jimmy Kendrick's joint. Like, they didn't give me that. They gave me the old.
You want the
Cat
Jimi
City
Hendrix?
Cradle
You want the
and
Hendrix?
Cane Silver Spoon.
Yeah.
I ain't want that.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so I had that. But one thing I love about my hip hop era is that I wouldn't change anything. The thing that I would do now is like my son, he's like, he used to listen to all this mumble rap. I was like, yo, my man.
So you're kind of actually leading into my next question about how do you feel about the music today, the hip hop music in particular? How do you feel about where it's going? Do you think the genre is progressing? Do you think it's regressing? How do you truly feel about it at this point?
Can I ask you one quick question?
You can ask me whatever you want to, my brother.
Do you think that's music?
I'm gonna be really objective in regards to this because I personally think music is about expression. You asked me my opinion. I'm gonna give it to you. So music is truly about expression. I don't think it's inundated with the same creativity that was given to the music originally, especially when it comes to writing, when it comes to creating the music, because actually the music itself it's more cookie cutter now than it's ever been. I mean, because you can actually get a drum machine, use sampled beats off a drum machine, make a song, put a catchy phrase to it, and commercial radio will pick it up. Commercial radio will pick it up and make it a hit. Now, does that make it a great song?
No.
Not necessarily, no. So I'm in agreement with you. So, but with that being said,
it's not even the lyrics.
Right.
It's the music. The kid. When I grew up,
right.
70s, we were slow dancing. Had a red light
Of
party.
course.
You know,
Yes.
the black
That's right. The basement party too.
25 cents. We was grinding. You had to put a sock on your little thing. And you know, it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know, for the rest of the day. This is so you know, I am not part of this
tell
little.
you the truth.
I'm not
This is
part
how
of
we
this
went down. You had to look.
Those are his words, baby.
You had to go
Those are his words, baby.
Listen. You had, to go in the
That's
bathroom
crazy.
and take your sock off and go in the bathroom.
I don't know nothing about this part. Just want you to know that. But you know. Okay.
You was
I
there.
know.
You was grinding. You were playing Devotion by the Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, yeah.
You playing
Slow jam.
slow jam.
Yeah.
And then you came to disco, where even disco, there was no generation. You had the Bee Gees. Nobody gives no. You had all them. You had disco.
So
now, not only that, you had function. You had all that.
So
that's what we was doing.
So,
and then you had hip hop, where you had Kumo D. And then when you went to the next generation after Kumo D, after the Sugar Hill Gang, then you had Dougie Fresh. Then you had, after that generation, you had Black Sheep.
So what you're saying is that the hip hop as a music culture is not progressive.
Music is going down as it goes up. And we supposed to make it go, it's going down. Because listen, when you go look at the old songs from back then, they're classics. What song is a classic from 2003 to now? The last song they told me that it was going to be a classic was Meet Me in the Club, It's Going Down. When's the last time you heard that song? My point exactly. Meet Me in the Club. Tupac and Biggie and 50 Cent was the last people that had classic hip hop songs.
Yeah, classic.
Nobody has nobody's making a classic song. They're just making songs for the time, right now. You can't make a song. Nobody's trying to make a classic song for right now. Who's making a classic song for right now? There's not a classic song right now from 2015, 2014 to right now. Do you say, oh, we're going to hear that next year? You're not going to hear it. Tupac, Biggie, you're going to always hear them. Always. And you're always going to hear 50. You're going to hear that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of it. Who's after that?
What's the formula to making a classic song instead of just a regular good song?
Stop
Right.
talking about your women being bees and talk about shooting people. And you got to do storytelling.
Right.
Slick Rick was the best
Storyteller in the world.
ever do it.
Slick Rick was
Slick
man.
Rick and
He's still the man.
KRS One.
He's still the man. And KRS, forget about it.
And then
Yes,
the best
of
with
course.
Rakim. You got to do storytelling. You're not storytelling
Because
You're
they're
talking
not
about,
because they're not writing
Right.
the same way. Is my
nobody's
point.
doing it.
Right.
I'll
Right,
shoot
right.
you in the face. I'll do you this. Nobody would hear that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
When I
Like a
wrote my
carbon
song,
copy.
I didn't even have a grandma go, I'm going to write this song, Catch the Beat. I didn't even write it. I was high when I wrote Catch the Beat. I did Catch the Beat. I went to the soda machine, put money in the soda machine, the Coke 45 came out. I was like, what the hell? I don't drink no more liquor. I'm a Budweiser man. I was with that Coke 45, that shit had me like this.
And then you start doing the song? Genius.
Good evening, everybody. I just did listen to it. Listen to
I'm
it.
gonna listen to it later. Trust
Right,
me.
it's a difference.
Trust me.
now.
In the car home,
Listen to
in the
it.
car going home, I'm listening to that
Listen to
song.
it.
They
It
get the
was all- it
they
was-
get the misspelling, and I get the fact that you
It
were
was all-
inebriated.
It
I'm
was
gonna
all
get that
messed up, but it worked.
because it was a
works.
vibe. Because it was a
This
vibe.
yo,
It was a vibe.
what's his name?
Good evening, everybody. I'm glad you're here. The people in the front, the people in the rear. Grand Groove rock the whole ceremony. My
Let
man.
me tell you.
That's what I'm
When they
talking
did
about.
this, like, I said, yo, I messed up. And like, leave it.
Leave it. It's a
They
vibe.
said it got,
Right.
no, they said it got
That-
some magic to it.
That's a vibe.
Leave
It
it.
has a vibe. That's my point.
Leave
Trust me. So you.
So
So
we
that's
left it, and then I was like, I messed the song up. And then I was trying to sell it. In 1980, I couldn't sell it. I was like, yeah, I fucked the song up. I messed it up. I gave it to Mr. Magic. Mr. Magic broke the song. Boom. Molly Ball. Everybody was on it. I was like, I got something.
That's what happens. Sometimes that happens,
Yeah,
bro.
it happened. You know
You
what I mean?
might have been ahead of the curve. You never know.
Right.
But that happens, bro.
Kashif was my man. Kashif. Kashif. He was all circle of friends. Melvin Moore, Kashif, Wayne Bradley, Barry Eastman. Wayne Bradley died. He was down with the group, the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, okay.
He died of cancer back, way back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was a young dude, and I just learned from all these old guys watching them. I'm like, I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do that. They're like, oh, and Silver Rod was like, you should come over here and do this. Like, my boy Rodney C was with Sugar Hill with the Funky Four. And he complained about he ain't get paid. So why you gonna come to me and tell me to come on your label and you ain't paying him?
You own your own label.
Right.
You know
That
And-
would
and
make
the
sense.
The Funky Four was on Sugar Hill before Flash was.
Yes, that's right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, if they complaining, Shyrock and all them complain, I'm like, why the hell?
Funky
am I
Four
doing so?
Funky Four was on. Were they on Enjoy before?
They
were
was on
Sugar
Joy
Hill.
too.
It's before Sugar Hill. Yeah.
Everybody on Joy wound up on Sugar Hill except for Cool Kyle.
Yeah.
And Mo D.
Yeah, Mo D. Yeah, no question. Yeah. So talk to me a little now about what you're doing moving forward. What are you have any
What I'm
projects that
doing,
you're working on?
I have songs out right now, but I really don't write anymore because if I put let's just say I put a song out right now, no one wants to pay me what I'm worth. I had guys call me like, T, I want you to come out and do a show for me. Oh, I'll come out. Yeah, I got $100 for you.
Yeah, they'll lowball you. I tell you that right
do
now.
it.
Yeah, you shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, not
You
for
know, I
$100.
was like, yo, I buy water from Home Depot. I take my bottles back. I make more money. I'm not coming out for $100. Not doing that.
Yes, you shouldn't.
And, you know, the whole thing is they think, oh, well, you ain't doing it. Yeah, listen,
No.
look at my resume.
Exactly. And your publishing speaks volumes for you. On soundtracks, on all these hit songs. Like if they took people like to say, look at my resume. Your resume is all the credits that you were sampled from.
You understand?
Everybody sampled you. That's your resume. So
None of that.
you worth way more than $100, and that's
See, the whole
disrespectful.
thing is, a lot of these people that's called themselves promoters, they still on the titty. They getting breast milk. I'm on All My Children. They don't know nothing about All My Children. I'm on Martin.
Right.
I got Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, New Jack City, Strictly Business. I got 7 movies.
It's extensive.
Fresh.
What song was in? Hold up. What song was in Fresh?
Catch the Beat. Samuel Jackson.
What scene? I gotta watch because you know it's on Netflix. I gotta watch that again.
All you gotta do is go to YouTube and go soundtrack to Fresh. You see Catch the Beat.
Yeah. I believe you.
So,
but that's my movie. I just don't know what song. I know you.
It's fact check.
That's fact.
You just go look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at my resume, and then I got a triple platinum from J-Lo. And you gonna talk about, you give me $100?
Okay, that's not good. But listen to me, we don't do that stuff for $100 here. But look, man,
what I do is, before I'm gonna put it out there.
Let me know.
If you doing something for the kids, you doing something for children, I don't charge you nothing. I do anything for the children, homeless. I'll come out like, hey T, we only got $50 to do keep the $50. I'll come out and do anything for the children,
From the heart.
for the kids. That's my thing.
Yeah.
When I was running with Nelly and Dirty Entertainment in St. Louis, I did St. Jude's. I go out there and perform for free every day if I have to, because I love children.
And you making a difference.
That's my thing.
Your
I
performance is
never
making
had
a
no
difference.
child that had a problem,
Yeah.
but the whole thing is, I just love children.
No doubt, man, and we gotta respect you for that. You know, and they need to respect you instead of trying to charge you or actually trying to pay you $50. That's ridiculous.
Oh, come on, man.
You know,
Hey, listen.
But listen, look at me.
I'll give you some numbers. You call them back and say,
I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him. Don't trust me. I'll call him. But look here, man. We're gonna wrap this up, man.
Okay.
T, look, man, it was amazing having you here, brother.
Not a problem.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I appreciate you for having me here. I love your platform. And listen, again, my main thing I want to say is I don't care about none of my music and all that stuff. If you have something that's dealing with children, again, because we're on that issue right now,
Right.
call me, call him,
promise you
call
that.
her, call me. You get me there, I'll do what I got to do.
Okay. Well, then you heard it
I
here.
do stuff
Nice.
for St. Jude.
You heard it.
I have no problem with that.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
No problem. You get me to where I gotta be, I'll make sure I'll get people there. I'll get my cousin Joski Love who did Pee Wee Herman dance. I'll get anybody I have to get there. Grandmaster Cass, Melly Mel, whoever I got to get there.
Salute to Cass. Cass was on our show. We had Cass in.
Nice.
Yeah, no doubt. Yo, listen. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you, man. The legend, a living legend right here. Pay attention.
Yo,
Get this man
much
his
love to
flowers
y'all.
while he's still here. You hear what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, because I don't want no weeds. I don't smoke.
Yo, this is the T Money Podcast joint. My man T-Ski Valley in the building, Stacks Cadero.
Hey.
Thank you for watching, man. Keep watching, man. We're right here on YouTube. Oh, yeah, peace out to Streets is watching. If you can see my shirt, it says the GOAT. I should be putting this on him. As a matter of fact, if Matt Streets is watching, get my man some shirts. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get him some shirts. All right?
Correct.
Peace out to Shy. Thank you, Shy. We out of here. Peace to D-Money. T-Money. D-Money's not here right now. And peace out to my girl Sierra. And we out of here. Peace out to Annette. Annette's behind the camera going, what about me? What about me? Yo, we out of here, man. Peace out. 100.
Money Podcast joint.